she pretty much said that there is racism, but this is not a racist country, and I don't want kids being raised to think that they're never going to get past it. Racism, pretty much.
Hmm.
I want them to think that they can help us get past it. And can we get to a world like this in our lifetime?
I think it's getting better. You know what I mean? But with the critical race theory taking away a lot of these races, taking away removing our racist history is a bad move. We got to see that. You know what I mean? People not too far removed was really racist. We had laws in place, and you know what I mean. We fight for homosexual rights almost every day, and we don't say that doesn't exist. You know what I mean. A lot of people say, "Well, pull yourself up from your bootstraps." Racism isn't really holding you back. Look at all the black billionaires. Oprah didn't experience racism. Tyler Perry didn't experience racism, and it never stopped them from growing. They experienced racism, but they triumphed through it. Through it all. You know what I mean? And some people, that hurdle is too much to climb. Some people climb it no problem.
Yeah. I think towards the future it's gonna get better, and the reason why I say that is because you have to remember, like, saying years and years and years ago, racism is not, you're not born being racist. You're taught that,
Exactly.
but now you got certain kids, saying that might be white that like a black guy. Their grandparents might not like it, but it don't matter. They ain't got married, and now they got mixed kids. It's so many mixed kids out here now that you can't even tell what they are. So, and like a lot of these other states, they don't even see color. So I'm just thinking that, like, towards the future, yeah, they are getting to that point where it's not even about race. Because what I found out by listening to some podcasts is like, only in the South is when, if you describe somebody, the first thing you say is that person's black. The black guy that they got the green shirt on. But when you at these other, like in the Midwest or the North, or or the East, they don't really say that. Saying they describe the person.
Right.
But us down south, we have to sit there, we have to put color into it. But I think overall, towards the future, it's gonna get better. Where I'm not gonna say it's gonna be raced, because most of us gonna teach, let our kids know, like, this is what happened in the past. But saying through the grace of God and everything, we overcame it. So that's my opinion about it.
Yep. Go ahead, speak, Mike, because I go last.
You sure?
Yep.
Yeah,
But I think, man, some people don't believe in racism. Since we not in chains, racism really doesn't exist. You know what I mean? Y'all could have are way worse. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mike.
Hold on. Go ahead, Phil, because I think
Nope.
I'm gonna have to come back in because my laptop about to freeze.
Yeah, his laptop stopped here. You got to go ahead.
Oh yeah, we at that hour mark.
Y'all
Yep,
keep
and
talking.
you know it.
Keep talking all that, man.
That's why I was like, let's go do the pick one and fly up out of here.
Nah.
Do like personally at your job, you know what I mean? With two of you are business owners, you know what I mean? Do you think people treat you a little differently? When you go to take care of their yards, are like, well, I didn't know you were gonna be a black man.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like not with my yard business, because now everybody wants their yard. Everybody wants their yard to look a certain type of way when they come home.
No, I haven't experienced anything like that, because all the business that I have is by by white. So, and their whole thing is just like everybody else should be. It's like, if I'm gonna pay you to do a service, that's what I'm expecting. I don't care, if
Yeah,
you're black or white or Mexican or anything like that. All I care is the service that I pay,
it
and that's the way it should be.
yep. And
Yeah. because we have my wife and I have a lady that come and clean our house. She's white. We don't look at her like she's white. We like, oh, this woman doing a good job. So anybody else need their house cleaned, this is who I'm gonna give it to. Hey, y'all need to get this lady because she does a good job. I'm not looking at no color. So
You know, it's always a touchy subject when it comes to stuff like that. Because you know, once you done had money for like 3 or 4 generations, some of them ain't gonna be like. Some you could tell, like, hey, I could tell. And then some will do it without even knowing they doing it.
Yeah.
They wasn't taught. It was like they wasn't taught about it. They wasn't taught about nothing. They wasn't taught nothing but, you know, money. And it eventually, yeah, it's gonna get away from the racism stuff. It's gonna be about classes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Money class. You know what I'm saying? But even you know, the poor, middle class, rich, and even the ones that's hella rich, it's always gonna be about class now. You know.
Yeah.
I could go deeper. I can go deeper, but you know, we're gonna keep this PG.
You're gonna keep it moving, huh?
Yeah, and I think the class divide is more distant or more deep than the
racism. Yep.
Than the race divide.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep. Because it's almost like we live on 2 planets. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like the 1% of 2 different planets. Like the 1% or the people. Some people spend $100,000 a day, and that to us that's unheard of. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like wow. You know what I mean? Yearly, that would be good for us. But then it's like, my shoes cost $8,000.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like we live in, and that can change a lot of people's lives. That $8,000 you spent on shoes is evidence income tax. Some people get $8,000
every year,
and they ball out. They whole lifestyle change for like a month and a half.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So,
what you got, Mike?
Yeah. What I was gonna say. Well, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. What I was gonna say was, as a kid, as a youth, you grew up. I think you experienced different phases of it. I don't think everybody's racist, but there are some people who got like judgments and pre-notions and stuff. It's just all about, you know, being tough enough to withstand it and keep going. Like I say, working in IT, right? More you see less of us. It's more of, you know what I'm saying? Somebody got to give you a chance, pretty much. And I've been given a lot of opportunities and chances. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just like I got black friends, I got a lot of white friends too. You know what I'm saying? But there still are some people though who have, you know, reservations, and you can kind of tell. It's subtle. Sometimes it's subtle though. Like they be like, "Man, I can't believe Mike did that." You know, me being crazy out. You can't believe a black guy that's smart, huh? You know. They'll be like, "Did he just?" But did you just say that? You know what I'm saying? Or one time we was at a meeting. This I was working at the ISP place. They was telling us about it. It was like they had a meeting or something like that, or some kind of bonus meeting or something. And the managers asked them, "What do y'all want us to bring y'all?" And they say, "Well, just bring something." And he brought Popeye's chicken. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, you should have said what you wanted though to prevent that though. But he just thought, well, that's the best he do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes in those different little positions, they don't know if they doing it on purpose or they really just don't know. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes it can be a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes. Go ahead, bro.
You know, my favorite line I tell people, I said, "Man, I just look like this. I'm really smarter than what people think. Way smarter than what people think. I just look like this and I talk like this. Like I don't think people really understood. That
Yeah.
man, I used to get whoopings because if what I read in the USA Today didn't align with their agenda, with grandma's agenda, I used to get a whooping behind it.
Mm.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You
It's
just
that old.
know, like, you can't prove it. It's hard because you can't prove it
Yeah.
on paper, but you know that it's something crazy going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, it's a lot of stuff public now. You go to some jobs, like especially these smaller jobs,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
everybody on the top level.
Yeah.
Ain't no black person on the top level at all. It's
Mhm.
all oranges, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they'll still tell you that, racism don't exist.
Yeah.
And it's like a two-sided thing too. 'Cause
It
some
is.
stuff we
Because a
have to
lot.
kind of move past. We gotta grow and teach ourselves some stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot
And
of us with degrees, and if you meet people with
Mm-hmm.
these degrees, you have the education, but you don't have the people skills, though. You know what I'm saying?
and then you
Or
remember it was all and at one point in time it was all about who you know.
It still
it
is.
still is kind
Yeah,
of
which
like
still
that. Yeah,
is. So
yeah, yeah.
so a lot of times, you qualify for that job, but someone else ain't, and that other person end up getting that position because of the person that they know.
Exactly.
So
Yep.
and then when it comes back to
Mm-hmm.
like you said, you in IT, and it's not many of y'all, but it's saying it's the majority is white or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they don't want to come off like they being racist or and not being sensitive to your beliefs or whatever. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's the fact that they didn't grow up around black people. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. For
Just
real.
like
Yeah.
us,
Yeah.
like some of us didn't grow up around that, so we don't know, and
Mm-hmm.
they
Yeah.
don't know. So
Right.
that's the thing that I look at too. Like is
Yeah.
they try some. I try to be careful. Sometimes they try to be careful about the things that they say,
Yeah.
and then if you just once you get to know that person, you be like,
But
okay,
but we
that's
but
who that
like
person is. So yeah,
man,
Yeah.
and
For sure.
once you get to talking to them, you be like, man, we so much alike.
yep,
Boy, you know.
yep,
Yeah.
that's for
That's
real.
for me. Having a sense of humor always kind of, help me
Hmm.
bridge the gap. Having a sense of humor and stuff.
Yeah,
That's what
Hey,
counts. Cause
everybody love to laugh.
some of my coolest
exactly.
managers was white. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean, I only
yep.
had really one black manager since I've been in IT, but yeah, most of my managers white, and had some cool
Hmm.
managers, man.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And but I've seen white people get done dirty a lot in business, just as much,
Yeah.
sometimes worse than black dudes. Though I've seen it like with my own two eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like we don't like snitches, they don't like snitches either. In the corporate world, they don't like snitches either. You know what I'm saying? And you'll
Hold
get
on, now
dealt with too.
it's not snitches, it's whistleblowers.
Well, same thing. Yeah, but you'll get dealt with the same way. You know what I'm saying? It happens. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.